welcome back to another episode of 2 Minutes with an Art Eater. Today I'm interviewing the amazingly talented UCI Claire Trevor School of the Arts alumni, Michael Thomas Holmes. Michael graduated with his M.F.A in acting at UCI. He's been featured in a plethora of Broadway National Tours, films, and TV shows. Michael, please introduce yourself and speak about your involvement with the New York Satellite Program.
Hello there. I was a member, just like you, of the satellite program when Marana first launched it. And then I would guess probably 2 or 3 years afterwards, I started teaching for the program.
Wow.
And I've been doing it ever since.
Well, amazing. Let's kick off today with a New York themed speed round. Are you
Oh,
ready?
yeah.
All right. How many boroughs are there in New York City?
5,
Good job. In your opinion, what's the best show on Broadway right now?
6.
Does the city really never sleep?
Does it never sleep? Um, I think it doesn't sleep. Mm.
Um, Now we're gonna move on to some other more serious questions, I
Oh, geez.
suppose,
Okay.
and like your life post graduation. But
Oh, yeah.
what advice would you give to young aspiring artists?
Yeah, there are kind of two things that always come up for me. The first one is whenever there's a talk back after a show, there's usually a parent who says, like, what advice would you give, my child if they're
Hmm.
heading into this business?
Hmm.
And undoubtedly, there's usually someone in the cast who says, if you can do anything else, do that.
Yeah.
And I don't like that answer. That doesn't ring true to me because it devalues the um the kind of like the incredible powerful emotion and motivation towards wanting to fulfill a dream that you've always had for
Yeah.
whatever reason you have that dream. So
Hmm.
my answer always is, um, if there's anything else you like to do, study that as well.
Hmm.
Because if there's like one more thing, like you study, right, you have a minor in innovation and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you move to New York or you stay in LA or whatever,
Hmm.
and you want to get a job. That one class, 2 classes,
Yeah.
that this minor could get you $5 more an hour, could get you
Exactly.
$10 more an hour, right? And
Hmm.
then while you're kind of like working on being an actor, you can pay your bills and eat good food,
Yeah. And that's
you know?
exactly like what you do with acting and doing graphic design.
And graphic design, exactly. Yeah, the two go really hand in hand for me, and I
Hmm.
love that I get to do both of them, and one pays for the other, and it
Yep.
legitimately pays for the other. While I'm filming one thing, and I get the money from that, I also get money from being being a graphic designer and
Yeah.
finishing up a website for someone, and both of them I love how
Hmm.
to express things. But the simplest thing that I always say to people, I haven't said this to your class yet, but I would say it. Remind me if I don't say it.
Okay,
But
well.
the thing that I recommend to people is that whenever you have an audition, whenever you do, right afterwards, do something for yourself,
Hmm.
right? Do something fun for yourself.
Yeah.
Now that could be getting a frappuccino,
Hmm.
that could be getting a cookie, or that could be I'm going to go visit, this consignment shop,
Yeah.
or I'm going to go see a movie, or I'm going to call my mom, or I'm going to do like whatever makes you happy. Because what happens is once you set that pattern after about 5 times, it doesn't matter what the audition is, and you'll be able to shake it off faster.
Self-love, yeah, just
Self-love. Yeah. Yeah.
you
You
have to
know,
extend kindness to yourself so you can extend
right.
kindness to others.
Yeah, because you're going to go in there and you won't have any idea, like, did it go well? Did it not go well?
Hmm.
If it went really, really well, you'll really want to get a donut. If
Exactly.
it went horribly well, you're going to want to chastise yourself. And why
Hmm.
do that? There's so many things. You might as well have a donut and go, that was ridiculous, and
Yeah.
like move on. And
Yeah.
after like 5 times, you'll be like, great, okay, well, I'm gonna, whatever, meet a friend for
Hmm.
coffee, go walk in the park, you
Yeah.
know?
True.
Yeah,
And then
those are
speaking of auditions and such, do you have any
yeah.
upcoming shows or gigs that
Mm.
we should all be on the lookout for?
Um, well, again, I'll use this term. I've been very privileged to have great agents and and have the opportunities to audition for a lot of TV and film.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm right now in the middle of filming another recurring gig for The Good Fight, which is a show on Paramount Plus, in which I play Assistant State's Attorney Horace Carruthers, which is an interesting name. I love that name.
Yeah.
Horace Carruthers. And so I'm filming that now. That should come out. I really don't know. It's the first episode, so probably by the end of the year. But right now, you can see me on The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I'm on the first episode,
Oh,
and
perfect.
and I play Mr. Frick, who has the check.
Well, thank you for the recommendation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh, there
have to
you
go see my teacher and yeah, show.
go.
Anyways, I think that is a wonderful place to end. And I just wanted to ask my last question.
Yes.
What sound does an anteater make?
I believe, and it's not, like, I think it's in any language. I think it is zot, zot, zot.
That is correct.
I think that's right. Right.
Zap, zap, zap.
Zot, zot, zot. I'm sure that there's kind of a grosser sound that I could make, but let's not do that.
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much. It has been so lovely to chat with you. And thank you
So
for
nice
being
to
our
talk to
first
you.
alumni guest speaker.
Oh my gosh. First, hopefully not the last.
Yes, not the last. Thank you so much.
You
Thank
got
you
it.
for listening. Stay safe and zot, zot, zot.